Everyone, so this is Lucy Cavendish's Blessed Be Oracle or Blessing Cards deck. So this is a 46 card deck, and I'll show you kind of what the back of the box says. It also has a few cards and kind of what they look like, but I'll show you each individual card as well. So this is what the back of the box says. And if you want to read that, just pause the video. I will show you the guidebook. So the guidebook, like most, is in black and white. But it is kind of an interesting guidebook though. So if I can find, I'll show you the table of contents first actually, and then I'll show you why it's a little bit different. It's really great if you're into like the Celtic path or Celtic belief systems and stuff when it comes to paganism and witchcraft or just spiritualism in general. But I'll show you some little blessings and some little things they have in this book. So here is the table of contents of each card, what each card is called, and then I'll show you each individual card as well. The introduction to the book. But if you notice, the first several pages have like little blessings in them, and they're really, really neat. They're Celtic blessings and Gaelic blessings, but they're really neat. I really enjoyed reading those. And then they also have, if I can find it, how to use the Oracle deck and how to use the cards and how to like cleanse your deck and stuff like that. And just how to work with it pretty much. And they also have some spreads in here. Here's a basic 3-card spread, 1-card reading. I've got a couple of other spreads in here as well. Like this is an elemental one. They have a Phases of the Moon spread. So, anyways, I just kind of wanted to show you these. This one's a really cool one. I like that one a lot. It's really neat. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show you the start of the book, and then when it comes to the actual cards, whoops, if I can hang on to this. Sorry, I'm trying to do this one-handed, guys. Let me see if I can like stabilize you again. Maybe, possibly. Okay, kind of. Okay, there we go. So, black and white images, which is okay. It has the name of the card. It has a little, I don't know what you'd call it, a couple sentences about kind of what the card means and some keywords and stuff you might find interesting. And then it goes more in depth for what the card, means and the definition and symbolism behind it. That's how it is with each, each one. So that's kind of the guidebook. Now I'll show you each individual card. So this is actually a really pretty deck. I really like this one. It's been on my list to get for a while, so I'm glad I finally got it. I don't know which side would be easier. It's been a while since I've done an Oracle video, so bear with me. Oh, the backs of the cards, before I forget. The backs of the cards look like this. So it's got these birds. I don't know what exactly these birds are supposed to be. They're not really hummingbirds, but they're some kind of bird. I don't know. But they are really pretty. So that's what the back of the cards look like. Okay, so this is card number 1, A Blessing of the Earth. And I hope you all can see these cards. And I apologize in advance if you hear some random people or animals. We have company here upstairs, so yeah, if it gets loud or you hear people like laughing or yelling, like they're just celebrating, so I apologize for any noise. And they get the animals kind of worked up, so if you hear dogs barking or whatever with people, then that's probably why. Just thought I'd put that in there. Anyway, so this is the second one. A Blessing of Air. A Blessing of Fire. A Blessing of Waters, or of the Waters. A blessing on your day. So I guess it's more like a general blessing card. Like if you do a daily draw or anything like that. A blessing on your sleep. A blessing on the senses that gift the world to you. A blessing on your intuition. A blessing on your health. A blessing on a home. A blessing on the children. A blessing for a mother. I like this card a lot. I'm not a mother, but I do resonate with this card a lot. A blessing for good men and fathers. I think this is a really neat card. It's done really, really well. I just really enjoy this card. It's really neat. I think it's an important one. A blessing on a friendship. I love this one too. A blessing on your family. I just really like the background of it. It is very Celtic. It's got the ivy. And this little, it looks like a regular little horse or a little pony, but then you can tell it's got like a little unicorn horn, so it's pretty cool. A blessing from your ancestors. He has a very Merlin and Gandalf kind of style to him, I feel like. Oh, I love this card too. A blessing on your love. I think this perfectly represents, like, the god and paganism in general. Like, I really feel like this is just a great representation. Like, if I think of Pan or Cernunnos or Cernunnos, it depends on how you prefer to say it. This depiction is like perfect, I feel like, for what you imagine, or at least what I imagine, you know, the god to be like, you know. I mean, it's one facet or one perspective, but I think that's a really cool image to represent. A blessing for good work. I like this one too. I like her hair a lot. A blessing on your creativity. A blessing on a new venture. I apologize for the noise in the background if you can hear that. All the people upstairs. A blessing to bring prosperity. I like that one too. A blessing on a journey. A blessing of protection. A blessing to find your way. I actually enjoy this picture too. I think it's a really neat picture. It's a very emotional and intense card, actually. This one is a blessing to find the truth. A blessing for the right words. blessing on a resolution. I like this one too. A blessing to heal a relationship. I just think like this picture, like she's so beautiful, and I like the skulls on the side, on both sides of her, and this raven that's right here. I mean, it's a really pretty card. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. Okay, a blessing to lift sadness. A blessing of forgiveness. I really like this one too. It's a beautiful card. And this is actually the cover card of the deck and the Oracle card deck as well. But the box and the guidebook, I'm sorry. The guidebook and the box both have this image on it, so. This is the, I guess, cover card of the deck box. So this is a blessing for peace of mind. And I really like this card a lot too. It's really beautiful. And it goes really well with this little altar cloth I have. A blessing on your boundaries. This is another one I love. A blessing for a fresh start. This is a really pretty one. I really like this one. A blessing to bring clarity. This one's also pretty. A blessing on your wisdom. I like it too. It's a pretty one. A blessing for unity where once there was division. A blessing on growing older. A blessing for support. A blessing to ease loneliness and bring companionship. I like this one too. I spent a lot of days like this after my best friend, when I was a child, my best childhood friend moved away. This was me every day, sitting in a tree by myself, just literally like thinking about this. So this card I really resonate with as well, like the meaning behind it anyway, as well as the imagery. This one is a blessing for solace and hope. This one is a blessing for healing of injury or illness. A blessing for those who are nearing their final breath. It's a pretty card as well. A blessing on a homecoming. A blessing to shield and safeguard you. And there's people knocking on my door, so luckily I'm wrapping up. Morgan's blessing of peace after battle. I like this one too. But I think these all are really pretty cards, and they all have really really special meaning. So if you're interested in this deck, yeah, check it out and let me know if you like it. Thanks. Talk to you guys next time.